Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Theresa here with
Brad
and the critters.
and the critters.
It is April 20th, 2020. It is Monday afternoon at evening at 7:38 p.m. So yes, it is 4:20. Let me do the weather real quick. Come on. Currently, it is 79 degrees. It feels like 80. High today was 80. The low was 58. It will be 58. Only 10% chance of rain. Humidity is at 49%. Wind is 6 miles per hour from the northwest. Sunrise was at 7:04 a.m. I was still awake. Sunset it will be at 8:08 p.m. I'll still be awake for that. So, and tomorrow is going to be 85 degrees and pretty much the same. So, who knows? We might get to, we're not going to go fishing tomorrow, but we might get to go fishing in a week or so. So I haven't made a video. I didn't get one made Thursday or Friday, and then the weekend I didn't. And then, today I'm making one. Mr. Heide took a hard fall, yesterday. He was, we'd been having a bit of problem with, a neighbor's, children that had decided that they would like to tease our dogs and they would like to make fun of me and, everything. So Brad, went over and had a talk with our neighbor, super nice guy. You know, they've lived here as long as we have. And, you know, kids will do things that they don't realize, you know, are really wrong. That's how we all learn. So then yesterday, one of the kids came over to apologize, and Brad was trying to restrain the dogs. And Nixie all of a sudden quit polling.
Do what now?
Did Nixie quit polling all of a sudden?
Both of them at the same time.
They quit polling. Brad was restraining them. So then all of a sudden, you know, as you're pulling real hard, then you start to fall backwards. And he tried to catch himself, you know, 3 or 4 times. He just couldn't. And he landed hard on his butt and on his back. In fact, his back has got scrapes on it. And he's really hurting today. Just very sore. And he was okay, though. I didn't know I could get up so fast to go over to where he had fallen. And but he's okay. He's just very sore. So we've been kind of taking it easy. I've been having more of an asthma day. It's springtime, so yeah, that's just kind of what happened. We're changing our asthma meds over to like a Zyrtec, generic Zyrtec. So it's going to take a while to get that built up. So, other than that, we did go to the grocery store Saturday morning bright and early. We're finding that's the best time to go. And then today we just had to run an errand. And because, you know, you can't buy a single postage stamp, so you got to mail something. You got to go into the post office now. And we don't normally mail hardly anything, so we don't want to buy a book. So, that's about what we've done. Let's see, what changes is I've taken to ordering quite a few of our groceries on online on, you know, like Amazon and stuff if it's cheaper, and a lot of times it is. So I do that. Brad made shrimp scampi the other day. There was a sale on shrimp that was already cooked. Yeah, it was frozen, but you know, it was cheaper, so we'd go that route, and it was very good. And then he found a couple of marked down steaks, and we got those. Had those last night. That was a real big treat. Jeep is starting to give us a lot of trouble. So we haven't gotten our stimulus check yet. Hopefully we'll get it soon, because we think we're going to have to do is buy just, you know, like you know, use a couple grand and off that stimulus check, and you'll get just an inexpensive car, because the Jeep needs so much work now. It keeps dying. It's either vapor locking is what I'm thinking it's doing, or something. And it's done it before when we first moved here to Florida. It's supposed to have been fixed. That mechanic was a shady one. The one that we thought was so wonderful was very shady and stuff. No wonder he all of a sudden just quit being a mechanic and became a fisherman full time. But, you don't know, and you want to trust people. But anyway, between the Jeep door, and it needs new tires, and it needs mechanical work, and the electrical board is pretty well shot. I mean, it's like, what is it, 1997?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a 1997 Grand Cherokee Laredo. And it got the big motor in it. And we want to keep it. But, for now we're going to get something less expensive. Because, that's what we need to do. We'll get through it. Lots of best news on his mom's house being sold and stuff. I mean, it hadn't even been listed, but, nobody could hardly get anything out of it. So, because they found some more problems and stuff with the home that has to be remedied. So, I mean, it is what it is. I know I sound like a Debbie Downer, and I don't mean to be. I'm just trying to remember the stuff that's going on, and then we'll get into happier talk. I mean, it is what it is, guys. I mean, at first we were both very down about it. And then it's like, it is what it is, and there's people that are in far worse shape than...
Angel. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're going to have to move that, honey. Maybe we can just take that rug and drag it.
Okay.
The cat keeps... I don't know, she's been so naughty lately. She had knocking everything off of the table into the dog water. That's her big trick right now. And we're going to have to move the dog's water and their food because she's just having a heyday. But back to what I was saying, is there's people in so much worse shape that don't know how they're going to pay their rent, and they lost their jobs, and with everything kind of, the whole world kind of being on lockdown at the same time and stuff, and people being at home and they're not using the oil, and the crude oil prices are just so bad that don't have anything I should really complain about. So I'm going to try not to, because, we all get kind of panicky and stuff, because I know a lot of my friends have been going through the blues or being depressed and stuff, because it's hard. We all been quarantined for quite a while now, not as much as some other countries, but we've been all quarantined for a while now, and you got to keep your spirits up. I decided that I need to start getting my spirits up because, Brad and I have been a little down, between the quarantine and him being in so much pain, and then thought we were going to be moving with our daughter to Georgia, and things changed. And we are excited for them. I don't want you to get us wrong. I think it's a wonderful adventure for them to take. If they don't do it now, they may never get the chance to, and they're much better. They're a lot younger than us, first of all. So, they want to kind of live the off-grid schooly bus lifestyle, and we wish them all the luck, and I think they will have an adventure. They've had an adventure so far, just getting even supplies for getting stuff to redo these. They ripped everything out of both school buses, seats, everything, and they're just going to town. And I'm excited for them. Brad's excited for them. That's not the lifestyle for us. So we're older. We have health issues. So that's not that's not the lifestyle for us. We will enjoy hearing the tells and seeing the pictures from afar, and then down the road, who's to tell? When Brad's disability, he's working on that now. If it come and when it comes through and stuff, then we'll decide what the best course of action for us. So that's all you can do. There's worse things, and we may complain about this place and stuff, but there's worse things. I'm just happy that Brad's home with me now. So especially like today being in so much pain. So he's got one really big deep scrape in his back. And I cleaned that up, and I put some uh, triple antibiotic ointment on it, and I folded over gauze, and then I taped it, because the rest of his back that doesn't have scrapes, he wanted me to put muscle rub on it, because it was just, he's in so much pain, he just couldn't even stand to even try to lay down and sleep. So did that, and that worked. We just been kind of taking it easy today for that reason, like I said, because my asthma's acting up. And I was going to show you guys some hats and then tell you what else I'm doing. I'm going to start probably doing some other stuff besides just hats. I keep saying that, and then I'm late at night. It's looming hats at night is like my Whoopie blanket at night. Brad knows I get to this certain point at night where I don't want to talk anymore for a while. And I love him to death, and he knows that. But I don't want to talk anymore for a while. He doesn't want to talk anymore for a while. He likes to play solitaire or wordscape or different things like that on his phone. I want to get out my loom knitting. I want to either watch Netflix or YouTube and just kind of zone out. And then in an hour or so, we'll talk. Right, hon?
Yep.
And so yeah, it's my Whoopie. So even though I say I'm not gonna make any more hats for a while, it's my Whoopie. I don't want to have to be following a pattern or figuring out a pattern late at night when I'm tired. These patterns I've made myself. I know they exist someplace else. I'm not saying that I made these, but they're just in my head, so I don't have to sit and follow. But so here's one, and this is a toddler size. So is that a toddler or a small adult type? Not sure. It's a toddler. It's a toddler. This is another toddler. Get it to focus a little bit. Slow it out. Like that. And then, let's see. Hi, Charlie. Here's a little newborn. Like that. A little palm on it. I think this is another, this is another toddler. Let me get you on. There we go. Like that. And then there's one more, and this finished this last night, and this is a small adult. I know it looks blue, but it's actually purple there. Purple and green, and so, like that.
When you showed me that yarn,
yeah.
Remember I said I didn't see how I thought it was purple, but we know about my sense of color.
No, you were right.
But I didn't think that the green and the purple would go together.
Yeah, because it's... Go ahead.
Oh, I was really amazed how well it did go together.
It does go together. This is the little piece. Like I said, that blue that you see is actually a really pretty deep purple. Not sure why on here it's showing up. It's like this is actually purple, my shirt. It's showing up blue, so who knows. But anyway, so that's what I've been working on. What else I decided? I know I've been kind of down, and I know everybody's been kind of down, and some people more than others if you've been more of a social person. Is I asked a few of my friends, because last year we were involved in putting up a piece of art or something we created every day. One a day. Now, I'm going to say this is if anybody's invited to do this and you want to share it on Facebook with us, my name is down in the description. You can friend request me. Send me a little message, tell me that you're, from YouTube or whatever. It also does involve yarn art. Even if you're doing the 3D diamond painting, anything that you are creating, doing, is keeping you busy, keeping you from going crazy, share it. We can all really help each other if we can share something that we're currently working on, even if it's something like that you're not finishing in one day. Of course, like if you're doing crocheting a great big afghan, or if you're knitting a sweater, or if you're loom knitting a shawl or whatever, you're not going to finish it one day. Just show the progress then. That'll count as your one piece a day. Because I think it helps keep us all interested. It gets us all talking because we're all tired of talking about the virus and all of that and all of the doom and gloom going with it. So let's just kind of think about positive. I don't care if you, went out in your yard and took pictures of flowers, or you took pictures of your dog, or your kids, or your grandkids, or your sexy hubby, or whatever it is, whatever it is that's going to make you feel better. I think we have to uplift each other, because it can be hard. I mean, we've all already known that we've, excuse me, eaten more than we should have being in this. Now you understand how somebody staying home might put on a few pounds, and it's a little bit harder to work to get it off. But I think we can all really work together on, I want to show you guys something, on getting a more of a positive frame of mind, Whoop, there we go. I want to show you guys one thing I did get in, is this scratch board. You've all probably been in art class stuff where you had the blackboard that you scratched off, and you had the white underneath, and it made whatever image you were trying to do. Well, I ordered this. It was 11 by 14. There's 12 sheets in here. So that's part of what I'm going to be working on. It's not going to be just paintings. It's going to be drawings. It's going to be scratch board. Probably be some watercolor thrown in there. I want to really expand and just have some fun. Getting really, I could, with drawing and stuff is similar to playing an instrument. If you don't keep practicing, you get rusty. And I just felt like I was really starting to hit a stride, and we'd been doing like, a month long of show, post something you've finished every day. And, sadly if I get kind of down about things, or I go through ebbs and flows with the art, and I really should just keep going at it and see what I can achieve. But then part of me is half afraid that maybe I'm not good enough. And I'm saying that in all sincerity. I always worry about, am I good enough? And I'm like, well, good enough for what? I mean, I'm not being compared to anybody. As long as I'm enjoying it, that's all that matters. But it's hard to tell yourself that. But I intend to just, it seems like we're probably going to be in this trailer until we have money to move, and decide what we're going to do. That could be 3 months from now. That could be 2 years from now, 3 years from now. So we might as well, thank goodness we hadn't really started packing anything, but we might as well just kind of really enjoy living here. Right, honey?
Yep.
I mean, because there's no hope. Don't hold back, because we all know that tomorrow is not guaranteed, especially with what we've all been going through with this virus, and people losing their jobs and everything. I mean, so we might as well all just kind of go full on out, just really enjoy. Don't put off, wearing that dress that you wanted to wear. Brad wearing his star-spangled underwear.
I,
No, he doesn't have. But if he did, I'd be making him wear it. No, I wouldn't make it, but I mean, things like Brad's worked hard on. He's always been very reluctant to go outside without a shirt on. Well, now we live in Florida, and it's commonplace that everywhere you go, you see men without shirts on. I mean, a lot of places. And I've been really proud of him because I didn't push him or anything, but he's been working harder on being comfortable enough to go outside without a shirt on. I mean, he still doesn't want to not have a shirt on if people are coming or whatever. But, I'm glad to see that he's outside and he's enjoying being more comfortable. And, we had talked last night about what we were going to do, as far as, now that the girls are taking this different path, what we were going to do. We certainly don't want to follow them all over Georgia, and maybe they'll go on up the coast. Who knows? We want them to live their best life and not think they have to not because of us or anything. And, so we kind of decided we're just going to hang loose until, we know what to do. And so I did use, I had been saving up a little bit of money and because I needed a few new dresses. I like wearing dresses. They're more comfortable for me to wear, especially here in Florida. And I found some on sale on eBay, and so I'm getting a few that will be nice and cool and stuff to wear around here. That makes me excited. Um, what else, honey? That about it?
I think you covered it all.
We're anxious to go fishing. That's what I didn't cover yet.
Yep.
The governor is opening up the beaches more. Now you're not supposed to be having coolers, chairs, or like blankets or anything. You're not supposed to be sunbathing, but you can fish, exercise, swim. I can't remember what else. Well, okay, right away there's people that are sunbathing and stuff. I mean, but I were kind of concerned because we really need a couple chairs when we're fishing. And so we're going to give it a little bit longer, a week or two. I'm sure things will continue to open back up and then do some fishing because, just nearby. That would be nice. That would be good for our soul. In the meantime, let Mr. Heide get, healed up. I decided not to, there's an ebb and a flow to everything you do. And I decided for now, I don't want to really pay the price for tomato plants and stuff. I had tomato seeds coming, but I don't know when, if ever they're coming. They still have that numbers you're supposed to call. Oh, okay, get this. Okay, Amazon. Usually I love them. And I ordered 2 different packets of cherry tomato seeds. Well, last week they never showed up, and then all of a sudden it said to contact your postal carrier. Okay, but there's one problem. There's no order number. Well, wait, there wouldn't be an order number. Did you mean there was no tracking number, hon?
There's no tracking number.
No tracking number. So, but I think we could still try and call them tomorrow with our name and see if they have anything.
Yeah.
I've also complained to the seller because now we have no idea when we'll get these cherry tomato seeds. Now, I do have some Roma tomato seeds. So I'm going to try those. I do have my moss rose seeds. My pepper seeds are supposed to come pretty soon. And that's just what I'm going to do with the soil we have and the pots we have it'll be a low budget production. But that's okay. You know, and the begonias are doing beautiful out there. They're just beautiful. So I'm really happy with them. We've been enjoying sitting outside and stuff. That table and all that came in, and we've been really enjoying that. That's really, really helps with the anxiety and any kind of depression is being out in the sun. But then I'm not getting so much sun that I'm not feeling well. I can get sunstroke, sun poisoning real easily. So I have to always watch that, and I do. But other than that, I just hope everybody can kind of hang in there. Nothing's gonna just go back to normal right away or the new normal. And we just have to do the best we can each day. But I wanted to get on here and tell you guys that I love you guys and I do cherish your friendship so very much. And I think you're awesome. And so does Brad Heide.
Yeah.
And we will talk to you guys. If not tomorrow, I'm striving for Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at least. So we'll see you guys then. Talk to you later. Bye. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.